Barcelona have the best young squad in the world with players like Lamine Yamal, Pedri, Kabasi. And I want to take over them for the next 10 seasons to develop them into being the greatest team in football history. Now, our goal is to win 25 trophies, including a treble. But things are not going to be so straightforward because the Wheel of Career Mode is back. That's right, every season we're going to be spinning the wheel, and whatever challenge we get, we must complete it. Now, some of these challenges might help Barcelona win their first Champions League in over a decade, but some might make us sell our best players to Real Madrid. Here we go, boys, season 1, and we're starting off with this super Barcelona team that Hansi Flick has made for us.
Barcelona team that Hansi Flick has made for us.
I mean, just come on. We've got prime Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, who's got the world at his feet, Pedri, the best midfielder in the world. At the back, there's Kabasi, the best young defender in the world. Players like Balde, Koundé. Okay, I don't like Ter Stegen.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
But yeah, even on the bench, we've got ballers like Fermin Lopez, Gavi. Bro, in this challenge, I just want to try and grow the La Masia players as much as I can. Imagine if we have like a Lamine Yamal being 99, Pedri 99, maybe Gavi and Fermin Lopez too hitting 99s. I mean, if we do that, we're automatically going to start winning a ton of trophies as well. Now, about our tactics, as long as the wheel doesn't force us to change things, I would like to just use Hansi Flick's tactics. Super aggressive high line, the 4-4-1-1. I mean, it just works perfectly for every single player on the pitch. I think from season 1 itself, our goal needs to be to win the treble, because this Barca team is that good. And I also do have a few ideas to make improvements. One of them is getting rid of Ter Stegen. I've never been a big fan of him. We do still have Szczesny at the club, but I think we'd rather keep him as backup. So yeah, straight away, one of my targets is to replace Ter Stegen. And I also think it might be time to get someone better than Lewandowski. He's 36. Eventually, we will need to do it, and now might just be the time. But before we get all excited about making transfers, don't forget we gotta spin the wheel for season 1. What are we gonna have to do? Brilliant, boys. Absolutely brilliant. Financial fair play nightmare. You must sell 200 million worth of players and cannot replace them until the following season? That's new. Normally it just tells us to sell the players. I mean, it is kind of realistic because Barcelona, even though they're doing so well in real life, they still have all their financial issues. Now, here I was thinking we'd be making improvements to the team, but instead we're gonna have to sell a bunch of our players. But now we've got big decisions because I don't know if selling Ter Stegen is the play. Because remember, we can't sign a new goalkeeper because we're not allowed to do it. We're gonna have to trust Szczesny again for one more season. Plus, I don't think we're gonna get that much money for Ter Stegen. It's just about 30 mil.
Do it! Just do it!
We are gonna have to make a massive player sale, boys, to get to 200 million. I'm not liking this one bit. Okay, we do have a couple of players here we can sell, like Clement Lenglet. Can't believe he's still on contract with Barca. I think we also got to offload Christensen. He could get us maybe like 25 million or something. Let's do that. And I also think let's just get rid of Ter Stegen. We will trust Szczesny for one more season. We've got Iñaki Peña as well. Okay, we've now sold both Lenglet and Christensen, but that only brings us up to 43.4 million in player sales. But I think this should move the needle. We have sold Marc-Andre Ter Stegen. He's off to Manchester City for about 38.9 million. Okay. But yeah, we still need about 120 million more in player sales. I mean, there's a crazy offer here from Real Madrid that could basically solve our financial issues. 91 million for Koundé. But bro, I think he's the kind of right back that can easily go above that 90 overall. And selling him to Real Madrid? Nah, absolutely not. But I think sacrifices will need to be made. We're gonna have to sell some of our bigger players. I think one of them has to be Robert Lewandowski. I know the annoying thing is we only have Ferran Torres to replace him, but I guess we gotta trust the shark. And I mean, come on, that is a ridiculous offer for Lewandowski. 58.4 million. If I can negotiate and get a bit more cash, like imagine 70 mil. Oh my days, it's actually worked. That is absolutely insane. What a legend, man, Lewa. In his final act for the club, he's coming in with such a big pile of cash. With that, we're now up to 152 million in player sales. This might have just saved our season. But still, boys, we need another 50 million, and I'm not sure where we're gonna get it from. Our squad has been completely thinned out as well. I mean, we still have players like Ansu Fati that maybe we can sell.
Whoa, 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 hey, 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 hey.
But we're only going to get like 10 mil from him. That's how much his overall has fallen off. And why does it show that Ansu Fati's from Sri Lanka? Bro, his career fell off so much that he switched his nationality. Okay, don't worry. I fixed that. He's got his Spanish passport back. But on to more important things, boys. I think we've got decisions to make. One player I think that can get us over the line is Ronald Araujo. But he's a captain and a leader at the club. 85 rated centre-back with more room to improve and grow. I don't want to sell him. The other option is actually Dani Olmo. He only just joined the club. We know how good he can be. I think right now selling Araujo would be a bigger loss. Because I really want him to develop a partnership with Kubasi. While in the cam position, at least we've got Fermin Lopez who can maybe come in. Pablo Torres back up. This is brutal, man. Like, we're gonna have to sell Dani Olmo. And yup, the offers come in. 73 million. Bayern Munich trying to capitalize. I mean, this first season couldn't have gone any worse. The wheel has absolutely cooked us. Bro, looking at my squad right now just makes me depressed. Hansi Flick literally left us with the best squad in the world. And look at it now. We've lost Lewandowski, Dani Olmo, Ter Stegen. And of course, we can't even replace them. Bro, we right now have over 300 million in cash, but there's nothing much we can do with it. I guess we can use the money to improve our coaching department and also giving our players proper development plans. But I'm not sure if that's going to be enough to get Barcelona to win a treble. I actually can't believe what I'm seeing. We're 7th in La Liga. Bro, we've been completely crushed. No Spanish Cup. Okay, Champions League was a bit better. We finished 2nd in our group, only to get destroyed by Newcastle. Bro, this might be the worst start of any takeover I've previously done. Trophyless with a super Barcelona team. And honestly, I blame the wheel entirely for this. It didn't allow us to make any sort of improvements. But we gotta believe things will get better from here, man. Because look at least the growth in our players. Lamine Yamal is now our highest rated player, going up to a 90. He needs to be putting up bigger numbers, though. Ferran Torres was the one who carried us with 28 goals. Fair enough, man. The Shark was showing his mentality. But yeah, look at Pedri up to an 89. Araujo, I'm glad we kept him. He's up to an 88 as well. All we need for season 2 is the wheel to just back off a little bit. Let us build our squad. I think we can instantly get back to winning trophies.
Good joke. But I don't like jokes.
But you guys know how cheeky the wheel is. What is it going to give us for season 2? Oh my days. For every loss to Real Madrid, you must sell a starting 11 player. Normally, I would be excited at the prospect of taking on Real Madrid and beating them. But since last season our squad has been watered down, I am not so confident. Also, I'm already seeing that Chesney is retired. We definitely need a new goalkeeper this season. At least squad depth is looking okay with all the La Masia players we've got. But yeah, I think priority has to be to bring in a new striker as well as a goalkeeper. If we do that, I think we can get results against Real Madrid. But I'd like to file a police complaint because somebody has stolen our money. We literally had over 300 million from player sales.
I did not remember that. If I had remembered it, or if it actually occurred, which I don't remember that it did.
I guess it's because we're not in the Champions League this season. Oh boy. For now though, guys, let's just focus on strengthening our team. And as a matter of fact, I have found the perfect keeper. Yes, I know he plays for Espanyol. But come on, man. There's a big difference between Barcelona and Espanyol. I don't think Juan Garcia would mind joining us. 84 rated goalkeeper, 25 years old. If you've watched him this year in La Liga, you know how good he is. And that's why we're snapping him up for 45 million. Now, with over 100 million left, we can go all in on a striker. Now, my first choice for the striker position has to be Julian Alvarez. Apparently, even Barcelona's president wants to sign him. But, yep, I don't think we can afford Alvarez. If only we had that stolen money still with us. The next option I've got is Lautaro Martinez. Even he's going to be a difficult one to pull off, man, but we'll try. We're going to have to be really good with the negotiations, man. 92 million is my first offer, and they've straight away countered with 132. We are not getting a deal done here. I'm countering with 96 million if that's gonna work, and no, it's another big counter. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like we've got the money to make a superstar striker signing. I do have another option though, Jonathan David. He might not be the big name signing like an Alvarez or a Lautaro, but if you look at his stats, he's got very similar characteristics. He should definitely fit our budget. I don't know what he's doing at Fenerbahce, being 85 rated and near his prime. And yes, we are taking a gamble on Jonathan David. 70 million to bring him to Barcelona. And now we gotta hope our team is competitive enough to take on Real Madrid. I mean, last season it clearly wasn't. We finished 7th. And here we go, boys. We've got our first fixture versus Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. We lose this game and we're going to have to sell one player from our starting 11. I do not want to do that. And we actually beat Real Madrid. Come on. Jonathan David actually scored. I told you he's underrated. Okay, we've now got our second fixture against Real Madrid. And no freaking way. It's practically a title decider. We're actually in a comfortable spot this season, boys. Just one defeat in La Liga. As long as we can get the job done against Madrid, we don't have to sell a player. And we'll also win La Liga. And there you go. Both Clásicos this season, we've gotten the job done. And that's what I'm talking about, boys. Back to winning La Liga with just one defeat as well. Trophy number 1 is in the bag. But this season, we couldn't win the Spanish Cup. Real Madrid ended up winning it. We weren't even in the Champions League, of course. But don't you worry, we will be there next season. But wait a minute, we were in the Europa League and we managed to win it. Yo, on penalties, we beat Spurs. Trophy number 2. And just look at the growth as well in our team. Lamine Yamal is now 93 rated. How insane is that? Now he's bringing in the goals as well, man. 29 for the season. Pedri's up to a 92. Rafinha 92 as well. I mean, as long as the wheel doesn't mess things up, next season we gotta be going for the Champions League. But guys, I do not trust the wheel one bit. What is it gonna give us? And well, Champions League obsession. If you don't win the Champions League, sell 2 random first 11 players. But you know what? I don't mind this challenge. Yes, it's putting pressure on us to win the Champions League, but I'd much rather do this than have to sell another 200 million worth of players. This is so much better. And okay, since we did win La Liga, our budget's about 112 mil. Now, there are a couple of areas where I think we can improve. The cam position, but I really want to trust Fermin Lopez, man. So far in this takeover, we've been trusting our academy players, the likes of Pedri, Yamal, Kabasi, and they've all grown massively. I'm sure Fermin is next. But the one player I'm not too sure about is Jonathan David. When I checked the stats last season, I think Ferran Torres outscored him. He's not having the best of times here. And I'm thinking if we use him in like a swap deal, could we get an upgrade for him? Now, this might sound absolutely crazy, but what if I put David in a swap deal for Julian Alvarez? I mean, Jonathan David himself is valued at like 73 million. So in terms of money, I think it should be done. But depends on what Diego Simeone thinks. And wow, he's willing to do a deal. We're going to have to put in a bag of cash though in front of Simeone to make this happen. Let's try 70 million plus Jonathan David. And it's done. And there you go. We've somehow managed to bring Julian Alvarez to Barcelona. You bet the Barca president's going to be happy with this. All right, it's time to see if Julian Alvarez can be the difference maker. 4th in the Champions League so far. And of course, gets us to skip the playoffs. But I can't believe this, man. Once again in the round of 16, we're knocked out. Bro, we haven't even made the quarterfinals a single time in 3 seasons now. Also, this season, we got completely cooked in La Liga. Thankfully, we do win the Spanish Cup at least, so that's trophy number 3. Make that 4 with the Super Cup, and we also win the UEFA Super Cup, so 5 trophies. But man, this season has still been a complete failure. We couldn't win La Liga, no Champions League, and you know what that means? We're gonna have to sell 2 of our first team players, and that's gonna be the first thing we do in season 4. Bro, I'm just sat here contemplating which 2 players we should sell, but I just can't come to a conclusion. There's no way I'm selling the likes of Pedri or Lamine Yamal. I mean, just look at their ratings. Rafinha would have been a shout, but he's 93, man. Come on. He's still got a few more good seasons. Right now, I am leaning towards Fermin Lopez. Also, wait a minute. De Jong could be considered as a starter as well because he's got the same rating as Gavi. I think we're going to let that one count. 100% De Jong is one player then we've got to sacrifice, boys. He's 31. And that was quick. A lot of demand for Frankie De Jong. Kind of a cheeky move, though, from us to count him as a starter, but I'm going to allow it. And he's actually gone to Brighton. Wow. And now we need to still sell one more player. For me, right now, it's between Fermin Lopez or Rafinha. But I just don't have the heart to sell Rafinha, man. We've grown him so much up to a 93. And getting a left midfielder with a similar overall is just going to break the bank for us. I don't think we can pull that off. This was an impossible decision, guys, but I've chosen Fermin Lopez. I know you guys are going to grill me in the comments, but just let me know who you would have picked. My theory was that he was the lowest rated player in our squad. And we did get a good offer for him from Spurs. 88.4 million. I think we made the right move, at least hopefully. Now, the good thing is with all those player sales, at least we've got crazy money to reinvest into the team. And boy, do we need that, especially if we want to get back to winning La Liga, the Champions League as well. But before we get into any of that, don't forget we still gotta spin the wheel. And Barca DNA is what we get. You can only sign players who've played at La Masia at some point in their career, regardless of their current club. Okay, I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not, because right now we need world-class players, especially in that cam position, probably some squad depth for the midfield. Wait a minute, there's a Barca Academy graduate that literally we were forced to sell because of the wheel. Dani Olmo. And I think now might be the perfect time to bring him back. He is 30 years old though, 85 overall. But I can't think of any better La Masia graduates to bring in. For now, we're gonna have to make do with the return of Dani Olmo. Wait a minute, I've just realized Dani Olmo has now joined Barcelona, left them, joined back again for the 3rd time. How hilarious is that? Hopefully the wheel doesn't kick him out for a 4th time, man. That'll be brutal. With Olmo coming in, at least that midfield is covered, but I kind of want to make some more signings, especially for squad depth. We are looking okay in the midfield spot. Pedri and Gavi starting. We've got Casado and Bernal for backup, but I think we could do with another winger. Ansu Fati is our only backup option. Also, we've only got 4 centre-backs at the club. We could do with another one. But yeah, we need to find players who've got that Barca DNA. Wait a minute, there's Takefusa Kubo. I swear he's played for Barcelona's academy, but then he did end up betraying them to go to Madrid. But hey, he's been at La Masia. He's grown up there. And he's also 86 rated, 27 years old. This is perfect. Him on the bench is exactly what we need. I know it's controversial to sign a former Real Madrid player, but this kid's also got that Barca DNA, so I don't know. Now, I also wanted to sign a defender, and I found Oscar Mingueza. I remember he played for Barca back when even Messi was there. And look at him now, up to an 83 overall, playing for West Ham. But we're not bringing him back to Barcelona. Bro, the squad depth we've actually got right now is absolutely insane. Mingueza, Kubo on the bench. First 11 is looking pretty solid as well. I think the wheel gave us the perfect challenge, man. We've now added more players who've got that Barca DNA in this squad. And maybe that's what we need to win the Champions League. Players that care about Barcelona. But let's see if in Season 4 we can actually get it done. And maybe, yes, the extra bit of Barca DNA was the missing ingredient, because we've managed to win back La Liga. Trophy number 6. But we lost the Spanish Super Cup. We did win the Spanish Cup, and against Madrid, we'll take that. Trophy number 7. But the main thing is the Champions League, and seeing us 14th is not good. We're gonna go through the playoffs, where we have knocked out Porto, and finally we get out of the round of 16, boys, knocking out Lyon. Oh my days, we destroyed Atletico, and we knocked out Liverpool. We're in the final against Roma. Oh my days. And okay, I shouldn't be surprised, because we've actually got our first 99 rated player. I don't think in any takeover I've done, I've had a 99 rated player so early on. That is actually mental. At the age of 21, we've made Yamal 99. Pedri isn't too far behind as well, up to a 95. Rafinha keeps growing. All the more glad that we didn't sell him. But damn, even though Yamal was 99, it's still Alvarez our top scorer with 36 goals. But come on, guys, it's time for the Champions League final. It's been over a decade since Barca have won this competition. It's about time. We gotta bring it home to the Camp Nou, and there you go. Trophy number 8 is in the bag. We finally win the Champions League. And I think that would also be the treble this season. And oh yes, celebrations are definitely in order, but we still have a job to do. The goal is to get to 25 trophies. 4 seasons in and we're at 8. As long as the wheel doesn't keep hindering us, I think we can pull it off. And let's see what the wheel is going to make us do for season 5. And okay, La Masia mandate. You must have 7 academy graduates in the starting 11 for the entire season. I am pretty sure we're already doing that. Okay, we've got Lamine Yamal. That's 1. Dani Olmo 2. Gavi 3. Pedri wouldn't count because he's actually from Las Palmas' academy. But Kubasi will, so that's 4. Balde is 5. And yo, we're actually missing a couple of players. This isn't good. I mean, we've got Casado on the bench if we make him a starter, but nah, no way he's getting instead of Pedri. Iñaki Peña is from our academy, but if we make him a starting goalkeeper, we're gonna be in the mud. Bro, we're now in a big situation here, because how do we get 7 starters from La Masia? Wait a minute, we can sign Fermin Lopez back. There's nothing stopping us from doing that. And I'm sure he's glad because we've just saved him from Tottenham. Look at the smile on his face. But yeah, there's a reason I've signed him. First, though, I just converted him to a left midfielder. And I think you guys can see where I'm going with this. This is the only way. I think Rafinha is going to have to get sacrificed. We put Fermin Lopez in. That's at least 6 La Masia players in our starting 11. But now the other issue is that we're going to have to also sell Rafinha, because if he's at the club, he's going to start over Fermin Lopez and we'll fail the challenge. And how funny is it that it's Spurs that have come back for another one of our players? players. This time they want Rafinha. We'll let them have him, I guess. I actually can't believe I've just sold a 93 Rafinha. Yikes. The annoying thing is that we're still not out of trouble. We need one more academy player in that starting 11. And I think we do have the solution. Oscar Mingueza. I gotta put him instead of Koundé, man. It's the only way. With that, boys, Koundé's gone. He's off to AC Milan. But at least with that, officially, we've got 7 La Masia graduates in that starting 11. But man, overall wise, I think our team has taken a big hit. We've lost out on 93 Rafinha, 90 Koundé. We're getting through the season now, and we do really need that Barca DNA to come through. No way, guys. I was not expecting this. Another Champions League final. Bro, the La Masia boys have cooked again, man. They've won us La Liga again. Trophy number 9. For some reason, though, we can't win the Spanish Super Cup. Oh, but this time we lost the Spanish Cup as well. Okay. Thankfully, we do win the UEFA Super Cup, so trophy number 10. But come on, guys. Our team with 7 players from Barcelona's academy can it actually go on and win the Champions League? That would actually be a ridiculous achievement. Just goes to show how well Barca developed their players. And there you go. Lamine Yamal getting the winner. 11 trophies. And this time we practically did it with La Masia. Bro, having 99 rated Lamine Yamal is just a cheat code, man. 54 goal contributions from him. That is just outrageous. And in spite of that, after 5 seasons, we're still on 11 trophies. We need 14 more in the next 5 if we want to get to 25. For that, though, I think the wheel needs to chill out a bit and let us just sign bigger players.
Meanwhile,
This is Sparta!
But I very much doubt the wheel is gonna chill out. And of course it doesn't. Boardroom blunders. You must accept the first 2 transfer offers that come in, regardless of the player or the value. Things were going too well, boys. This had to happen. Alright, we're now in Season 6, and all I'm worried about is getting transfer offers for Lamine Yamal, man. In fact, his contract's expiring as well. Yo, we've got to renew it, because I'm pretty sure clubs will be more likely to come in for offers if he's got a contract expiring. And yo, Lamine himself wants a 4-year extension, man. He wants to see out the entire 10 seasons here at Barca. Oh, wow, a release clause. No, we're not putting that. And you know what? The wages aren't too bad for a 99 rated player. And yes, we have re-signed Lamine. I don't think now we're going to get any offers for him. But the first 2 offers that come in, we must accept. That's the condition of the wheel. And we do get a first offer. It's for Hector Fort. Oh, but it's a loan deal, so this doesn't count. I wouldn't have minded selling Hector Fort, man. Oh, and the first offer comes in, and it's for Ferran Torres. You know what? This is okay. He's not a first team player, but he's actually played such a big part in this takeover, especially in the early seasons when we had to make him a starter. But we've got no choice but to accept this offer. Thank you, Ferran Torres, for all your services. We will not forget you. But actually, I still feel like we got off easy. If it was a first-team player like Pedri, Gavi, Lamine, we would have been in a lot of trouble. And no way. Are you actually joking? The second offer that comes in is for Juan Garcia. And of all clubs, it's Real Madrid. We've got no choice but to accept it. I can't believe it. This is the Luis Figo story all over again. Unbelievable, guys. The wheel has absolutely put us in the mud. Juan Garcia to Real Madrid. This man's going to be the most hated player in Barcelona now. He's played for Espanyol before. Now he's going to play for Real Madrid. That's now completely changed this takeover, boys, because now we need a super high-rated goalkeeper. But not just that, I think we've got a lot of other positions we can make upgrades in, like right back. Of course, I can't be having Fermin Lopez play in that left midfield position for longer. Even in the cam spot, we could do with a bit of an upgrade. If we want to keep pushing to 25 trophies, we need to get this transfer window right. Good thing is, with all those player sales, we've got our biggest budget yet, nearly 400 million. And straight away, I think we need to get a super high-rated goalkeeper, and Guillaume Restes could be the play. 88 rated, but the best part is he's only 25, so he's got more room to grow as well. We're bringing him to Barcelona. I don't know if Restes is going to be as good as Juan Garcia. We really grew him to a crazy overall, but I think it's the best option we could have signed. Now moving on to the right back spot, I think we do need a better player than Mingueza there. And I'm thinking if Real Madrid signed Juan Garcia from us, let's get a bit of revenge by signing a former Madrid player, Ashraf Hakimi. He's currently playing at Monaco. Oh, but he's also 31. This would be a bit of a stupid signing. We need a player who's got future growth prospects as well. Well, I don't think Jurien Timber will grow all that much, but I kind of like his profile. Reminds me of Jules Koundé. And let's do it, boys. We're bringing Timber to Barcelona. I'm not done yet, though. I think I've got a crazy plan. For that, I need to first convert Fermin Lopez back to a cam. And that is exactly why I did that. His overall just shot up to an 89. Let's now trust Fermin Lopez in that cam position. But that does mean we need a big signing for the left midfield spot. And I know there's a certain Spaniard who's actually good friends with Lamine Yamal. I'm talking about Nico Williams. How on earth is he still at Athletic Bilbao? But this time, though, for 150 million, we have convinced him to join Barcelona. Welcome, Nico Williams. Even though the wheel forced us to sell a couple of players, our team is still looking rock solid. Every position it feels like we've got a baller. But the question is, will that translate into trophies? No freaking way, man. Real Madrid have won La Liga. And look what the difference is between the two teams. I mean, we scored the same amount of goals, but Madrid just conceded way less. And wonder why that is. Of course, the wheel sent Juan Garcia gift wrap to them. Bro, and it gets even worse. Real Madrid were the ones to knock us out in the Champions League semis. We didn't win the Spanish Super Cup, nor the Spanish Cup. Madrid are about to win a treble. At least we did win the UEFA Super Cup, so we're up to 12 trophies. I blame the wheel, man, for this season. It's completely strengthened Real Madrid. We're gonna have to figure something out in Season 7, boys, because I'm not giving up. I still think we can get to 25 trophies. For once, I'm just hoping, can we get a bit of help from the wheel and hidden talent? Make a random bench or reserve player 99 rated. Yo, for once, the wheel is helping us out. Bro, this now means one player from our bench, maybe Pau Victor, Ansu Fati, could be Casado, could be anyone here, gets their overall boosted to a 99. That could be game-changing. Spinning the wheel to see who is it gonna be, an Iñaki Peña. And I actually can't believe this, boys. Iñaki Peña gets a plus 18 on his overall, up to a 99. Maybe this was all part of the wheel's plan to send Juan Garcia away so Peña can cook. And that is what a 99 rated goalkeeper can do. We're back to winning La Liga. Trophy number 13. Wait a minute, we still lost the Super Cup, but we did win the Spanish Cup. Make that trophy number 14. And let's go, boys. We get our revenge on Real Madrid by destroying them in the Champions League. And now we just got to beat City to win it. To get to 25 trophies, I think this season we absolutely need to win the Champions League. We've got the tools, and we get the job done on the pitch. Lamine Yamal with the winner again. 15 trophies now in 7 seasons. To get to 25, though, we need to win 10 trophies in our next 3 years. And I mean, I look at this team, and I think we can do it. We've got a 99 rated Iñaki Peña. Yamal is still a young player at the age of 24. We've got Pedri 96. Fermin Lopez is 91. It all kind of depends on the wheel, though. Is it going to help us out again this season? Experience needed. The squad is too young. You must sign at least 2 players aged 30 or older, and they need to become starters. Well, this challenge would have been valid like in our early seasons. I mean, just look at this. In terms of ages, pretty much our entire squad is like in their prime, 28, 29 years old. We've got a few youngsters like Kubasi, who's still like 25. By the way, Lamine went down in his overall. How does that even make sense at the age of 25? It's probably because of an injury. I think he'll be back soon. But focusing now on our challenge, we still need to replace 2 starters with 30-plus-year-olds. I guess what we can do is maybe replace Araujo. He's 33 now, and he's gonna start going down in his overall anytime soon. And I guess since we do need a younger centre-back, we could try and bring in someone like Scalvini. There's also Jarell Harter, who's a bit younger, but he's more of a left back. I like the idea of Scalvini, though, so we're going to put Araujo in the swap deal here. And there you go, boys. We've replaced 33-year-old Araujo with 28-year-old Scalvini.
He's just bantered me.
Now, we still need to replace one more player. Peña is like the oldest, but come on. I'm not getting rid of my 99-rated goalkeeper. Okay, guys, I've just had an oopsie moment. For a second, I thought this challenge was about bringing in a younger player. It was the complete opposite. It was about signing a more experienced player. I know the comments are probably raging right now. But don't worry, to fix the situation, I know what must be done. We're gonna release Scalvini. Oh my days. I was not allowed to sign him. And that means we literally got rid of Araujo for completely no reason. I'm an absolute idiot. This might be the stupidest moment in my YouTube career. Thankfully, we still have a bit of cash after this moronic decision I just made. And I'm gonna use it to bring in 33-year-old Bastoni. He does count for this challenge. So far, I may have failed the IQ test with these shenanigans, but I'm gonna redeem myself by solving out our right back position. Let's bring back Jules Condé. He's 33, so it counts. Adding Timber into the swap job deal and some cash. And there you go. Kunde is back at the club. Somehow we've completed this stupid challenge. I mean, this challenge would have been awesome at the start of the takeover. But now with all our players and experience, we've just replaced like 30-year-olds with more 30-year-olds. It's just silly. End of the season though, and we do win La Liga, but it wasn't as dominant as the previous seasons. I guess we had to replace Araujo, that's why. But that's trophy number 16. Make that 17 with the Spanish Super Cup. How do we not win the Spanish Cup with a 99 rated keeper, man? But we do get the 18 trophies with the UEFA Super Cup. But I can't believe this. RB Leipzig knocked us out of the Champions League. I totally blame the silly challenge the wheel gave us. Because look at that, boys. Both Bastoni and Kunde, the experienced players we signed, their overalls dipped massively. To now get to 25 trophies, I need a bit of help from the wheel, or at least just don't hinder us. Brilliant, boys. We gotta implement Cruyff's formation, a 3-4-3 for the entire season. Well, at least we've got no restrictions in terms of making signings. You know what? The wheel may be onto something, because Cruyff's formation actually looks pretty good. I'm liking this 3 at the back system. Okay, but we do need to fix it by signing a world-class striker alongside Julian Alvarez. Also at the back, we're gonna need a better centre-back, because I don't know if Kunde can do the job. He's going down in his overall. Bro, for the striker spot, do we have the money to maybe sign Erling Haaland? I know he's old at 32, but he's 92 rated. We just need him to do the job for a couple of seasons. And oh yes, the money is there. And there you go. The deal is done. Erling Haaland is joining Barcelona. Yo, we just reunited Haaland and Alvarez back from their Man City days. But okay, let's focus on more important things like sorting out the centre-back position. Where's Scalvini, man? I want to bring him back. And yo, he's a free agent. Of course, why am I getting surprised? He's a free agent because of me. I feel bad for him, man. We signed him to Barcelona only to just release him from his contract. So I'm out here making amends, boys. Let's re-sign him. But this time, though, we do get to keep him. Hold up, guys. Cruyff's 3-4-3 is actually working. 97 points. We've destroyed Madrid in La Liga. That's trophy number 19. Oh, but we don't win the Spanish Super Cup. We lost the Spanish Cup final as well. We weren't in the UEFA Super Cup. Champions League, we have made the final. If my math is correct, if we win this game, we do have a chance of getting to 25 trophies if we're absolutely perfect next season. So let's do it. Give us a bit of hope. Let's win this Champions League, and there you go. 20 trophies in 9 seasons. All we got to do in season 10 is be absolutely perfect. Come on, Wheel. For the final season, just let me get the job done. Brilliant. We've got a transfer ban. No signings, and we can only promote academy players, but that's going to be pointless. With the transfer ban, there isn't really much we can do, but the good thing is we don't have to sell any of our players. This is our squad for the final season. And to be fair, it is really good. Yamal is back to a 99. We've got Fermin Lopez up to a 93. Haaland's in this team. Pedri and Gavi. And if we're perfect this season, 5 out of 5 trophies, we will get to that 25 mark. And while we get through the season, if you guys could subscribe to the channel, that would be amazing. I can't believe this final season, even with a transfer ban, we've made the Champions League final and we're facing Real Madrid. It, of course, had to be an El Clasico to wrap up the takeover. But most importantly, we do win La Liga, putting us up to 21 trophies. There is hope. We also win the Spanish Super Cup up to 22. And the Spanish Cup we're up to 23. Oh my days, we actually did it. We've actually had a perfect season. UEFA Super Cup in the bag. 24 trophies. All we need to do to get to 25 is just beat Real Madrid. And you gotta bet this team just wants to do that, man. I mean, the way we've grown Yamal, Pedri, Gavi, just insane. And now it's time to finish the job. Can we make it to 25 trophies by winning the Clasico? Yes, we can. It had to be Lamine Yamal with the winner. 25 trophies in 10 seasons with Barca. That is in spite of the wheel causing all sorts of carnage. Now, if you enjoyed this 10-season madness with Barca, why not watch me take over Real Madrid for another 10 seasons? Click here.